I'm not.
In response to Jake Paul's recently released training video, Mike Tyson has finally spoken out, and it seems that Tyson has a serious warning for Paul.
Jake Paul's the only white boy I know that the white boys hate.
I actually gained a lot of respect when we sat down with Jake. I respect him.
He's doing his job. He's putting on his shine. This is act.
He's trolling people. His job is to people off, right? I mean,
you would
it'd
knock
be big.
Jake Paul the fuck out?
Listen, they're not real fighters. They're exciting fighters.
As a result, we now know that Tyson and Paul will face off at Arlington, Texas' prestigious AT&T Stadium. In response to the bout, Derek Chisora stated on the radio, "Raheem, they're definitely wearing 18 ohms gloves, and, if my memory serves me correctly, head guards, so it appears that we are witnessing a sparring battle. You think I'm paying to watch that? It's a joke." Paul, on the other side, just published a video in which he addressed the criticism directed towards his fight with Tyson. "You're upset with me for sparring with Mike Tyson," he said. As you can see, Paul questioned why people would be furious with him for taking on Mike Tyson in the ring. He gave an example from a hypothetical situation to emphasize his argument.
"Oh, you're mad at me for fighting Mike Tyson? Imagine this.
Jake, we got the biggest deal ever. You versus Mike Tyson. Live on Netflix. You're going to entertain millions of people and make an unbelievable amount of money. What do you think?"
Exactly. That's what I thought.
Mike Tyson, meantime, has stated he is eagerly anticipating the fight with Paul and voiced his excitement for it. Furthermore, Mike Tyson has released fresh training and sparring videos of clips. Moreover, Paul's significant improvement as a boxer over the years was noted by Tyson, who was excited about the matchup between the younger fighters' will and ambition and his own experience and skill. Tyson continued, "It's a full-circle moment that will be beyond thrilling to watch as I plan to finish him, just as I started him on his boxing journey on the undercard of my fight with Roy Jones." While this was going on, Paul recognized Tyson as the best heavyweight of all time and the most vicious knockout artist in history, but he highlighted his own advantages, pointing out that he is younger, faster, and dedicated to putting in a lot of effort to get stronger. He declared himself the best heavyweight of all time and the most ruthless knockout artist ever, but I'm going to train hard to get stronger because I'm younger and faster. Jake Paul also said that a team member had given him a video posted by Tyson's coach 2 weeks previously questioning whether he was certain about ahead with the fight. Paul declared his intention to fight in the heavyweight class, reiterating his readiness and resolve. Paul said that I was questioned whether I was sure I wanted to do this after receiving this video that Mike's coach posted 2 weeks ago from a teammate. "I do heavyweight, absolutely." Paul also released some of his hard-hitting training videos.
Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike.
However, KSI thinks that Jake Paul's deeds are not very impressive. Paul has been under fire for selecting MMA opponents who are past their prime, but Tyson represents a comeback for him given that his last fights were against journeyman boxers in smaller arenas than his previous matches. Tyson promises a major change in difficulty and scope. "To be honest, I just think it's sad." KSI stated, "I find it really depressing. Why Jake took it, I have no idea. He literally knocks Mike out and wins the fight, so it's a lose-lose situation. What an elderly individual. There's 57 years old Mike Tyson. Yes, in his prime, this would have been wild, but now it's like this is just sad." KSI clarified that even though Jake would be eliminating Mike Tyson, he would only be triumphing over an elderly opponent. Tyson was 57 years old, was a formidable fighter in his prime, but the circumstances now change. KSI said, "Imagine if Mike Tyson knocks him out. He will have millions and millions of viewers. Everyone will know him as the guy who knocked out an old Mike Tyson. It seems like odds makers don't think this kind of thing will happen." Tyson is clearly in the lead versus Paul. This is concerning for KSI since it emphasizes how strictly theatrical this fight is. I think Jake Paul's legacy will be that he can take down elderly people. KSI said, I guess because legacy is my thing. But what comes next? Who will he fight after this? Will Muhammad Ali bring him up during their conversation with KSI? Logan Paul, Jake's brother, revealed that he had also received approaches for a boxing battle versus Tyson, though not for the same high-paying Netflix agreement as Jake Paul. He implied that his brother's decision was clear because of the significant cash benefit.
Train harder.
Say what?
Nobody cares.
Yep. Yep.
On the other hand, KSI saw things differently. A massive rivalry still exists between Jake Paul and KSI because of their involvement in the boxing world, while Paul is trying to get recognition in traditional boxing circles. Mike Tyson posted a photo of his gym training sessions to commemorate his comeback to the ring, while KSI fully embraces the influencer boxing scene and even starts his own Misfits boxing promotion.
I'm sure you have some opinions about Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson is 57 years old. Honestly, I just think it's sad, bro. I don't know why Jake took it. It's a lose-lose. Everyone's going to know him as the guy that knocked out on old Mike Tyson.
At his age, if you get hit by one solid
Turn
Jake
into
Paul
prune
punch,
juice.
you're prune juice.
It's Mike Tyson. Anything can happen. Jake could literally walk out without an ear. Like, bro, he's...
The funny thing is, Evander Holyfield followed me.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah. I said, nah.
Not enough ears.
No, I'm
Many years have gone by since the 57-year-old boxer Tyson left the ring, but millions of fans around the world still adored him. The publication of a new workout video has increased the excitement surrounding his return.
Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike.
The recently discovered film showed off the ex-six-time world heavyweight champion's experience from 58 battles as he demonstrated his commanding presence while landing strong blows and maintaining a strong rhythm the entire time. He looked fantastic, giving an enthralling performance for the... Tyson's incredible physical condition merits respect as he approaches his 58th birthday, but experts say that competing against someone 30 years his junior like Paul in the ring presents difficulties that go far beyond simple punching bag training. Share their worries about Tyson's safety in the event that he goes through with the fight in Las Vegas. Frank Warren recently, Tyson's previous promoter, had the same opinion. Warren has stated unequivocally in an interview with Talk Sport that he is against Tyson making a comeback to boxing. Frank Warren stated, "First of all, I like Jake Paul. To highlight his position, I really enjoy him. Do me a favor, 58-year-old man. He's a wonderful promoter and has done well for a guy that comes from his background." Warren voiced his concerns on the fight with the 58-year-old man, citing Tyson's statement that this kind of fight shouldn't be taking place. He also discussed the noteworthy profits brought in by the unexpected changes that have occurred in the modern period. Warren continued, "That shouldn't be occurring. Having said that, I find it hard to comprehend how some of the stuff that happens in this day and age comes about, but it does, and these men make a ton of money doing it." He acknowledged that he wouldn't be so harsh in his criticism if the battle was sufficiently medically overseen and manned by capable officials to guarantee the fighter's safety. He yet stated unequivocally that he is not personally interested in the conflict. Warren went on, "If it's medically supervised appropriately, if they have good officials there, and if they can occasionally protect themselves from themselves, then who am I to criticize it? Personally, I have no interest in it at all," even though he initially said, "I don't give a." Former UFC star Nate Diaz was quick to predict how Tyson and Paul would fare in their upcoming boxing match. He later revealed to Inside Fighting that he thinks Tyson will be the one with his arm raised in victory at the conclusion of the fight. Jake Paul's manager, Nikisa Badarian, commented on the impending battle between Mike Tyson and Paul in the press release promoting the fight. He said it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to fight and hoped it would be the most-watched boxing contest in contemporary history. Badarian claims that Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we're hoping it will be the most-watched boxing event in the annals of contemporary boxing. Furthermore, Badarian noted that the collaboration with Netflix presented a special opportunity to transmit the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson bout on a never-before-seen worldwide scale. He continued by highlighting their dedication to producing the momentous match between the two greatest athletes. He continued by saying that the globe will see Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson on an unprecedented scale thanks to the partnership with Netflix, and we're excited to showcase this amazing matchup between the two biggest names in sports history. All eyes will be on AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas as the fight date draws near. Here, the divergent careers of Tyson and Paul will square up in what looks to be one of the most fascinating and hotly contested bouts in recent boxing history. That concludes today's video. Please remember to hit the bell button, subscribe, and give a like if you liked it so you don't miss any of our future videos.